Welcome to the broadcast. This is a source of information on all things related to commercial appliances. Welcome all of you that are new to commercial and those of you well-versed in this industry of ours. Your host is Mike Reed, a technician who has been in the industry for 32 years, with his beginnings working in his family's appliance business based out of the western suburbs of Chicago. Get ready for a truly interactive broadcast. Have all your questions ready and prepare yourself to truly engage with Mike and discuss ideas on all things related to commercial appliances. Without further delay, here is your host.
All right. I got a quick one for you this week. Not going to take up too much of your time. Hello to everybody that's joining in. I do realize that it's BK baby. What's happening? I do realize that it is pretty early on the West Coast. And for those of you on the East Coast, yeah, most of you guys have already called it a day. What's happening, Wilco? We have quite a bit going on as far as acquisitions. 7-Eleven is potentially facing a buyout. Let me make this a little bigger. And that's with Circle K. You have, let's see here. They made this official as of July 2nd, but Partstown acquires General Parts. And then they purchased another service company as of this week. Another company falls under the General Parts umbrella. Hold on one second. Let me see if I can show you that one. What has happened is they've acquired a number of service companies that operate in Illinois, upstate Illinois to be exact. Let me see here. I can't find the exact name. I'll inform you guys on it on another time. But there are a number of acquisitions going on. So here's the one with Circle K is actually trying to buy 7-Eleven. So the number 2 is trying to buy the number 1. And at first it seemed like it was the other way around, like 7-Eleven was trying to do it. But this is very substantial in this category. So this is the convenience store category. And what we're going to do here is I'm going to try to show you a number of, so 7-Eleven bought Speedway, and with their purchase, wow. So 7-Eleven bought Speedway for $21 billion. What that did was that put 7-Eleven, into the gas station business. Yo, Wilco Appliance. Yeah, I know. Everybody's about to hop in bed. I am too. I got a bunch of coffee shops to take care of tomorrow. Yeah. But I just wanted to get this out there, let you guys know a little bit what's going on. So Circle K and 7-Eleven, both of them have service technicians, but they also outsource quite a bit of work. So 7-Eleven by itself, that's 83,000 locations around the world. Circle K, let me see if we can find what number Circle K has. Let's see here. So yeah, this merger looks like it's in the tune of 38 billion US dollars. $38 billion. So this is, this isn't a small change here. Let me see. Circle K. Let me see what I can find about for you guys real quick. But on the service side, so we've got a number of things going on. As well, I was giving you guys information about True. I forgot to give you some of the lowdown about that whole breakdown. Yeah, hey Wilco. Yeah, it's you gotta fill out forms. You gotta bid on this kind of stuff because there are like 4 other companies doing work. So 7-Eleven can actually go with their own people or with about a good 3 or 4 other service providers. So if you notice, you'll see Kevin would learn a trade, and he'll say sometimes he goes behind somebody. And what he means, he's going behind somebody that isn't from his group, isn't from service company that he's associated with. So there is a lot of opportunity. And like I said, this is growing exponentially. Let me get into just to even get into the deal with, just for instance, the deal with True. So True has that new ice machine that they have full control over that unit. This actually goes along with the, let me see if I can find it. This goes along with their Walmart deal. So for the longest time, I was trying to figure out how in the world True was able to handle taking on the Walmart pharmacies. And now with what True has done with the ice machines, it completely makes sense. True has the ability to remote monitor their units, whether it's ice machines or the refrigeration units. So they're able to see the ambient temperature. They're actually able to turn the unit off and on. They're able to control the fan motors, the whole 9. So with this ability, they are now able to dispatch service companies before the client actually knows that they have a problem. This is something we've been talking about for decades, for well over a decade. This is something that has been talked about. This is something A&B Works Appliance was happening. This is something that was a service that was offered by a few companies. It's just that the cost was so high. So now True is letting off shots, going into the Walmarts, doing more than just merchandising. They're going into the pharmacy area. And then actually True let it out of the bag that they are testing their units in Starbucks. These units are slightly smaller than what they're currently using with Isomatic. But in theory, if True were to have one 500-pounder in the back room and then another unit at the drive-through, that would make up the difference versus the one large unit that Isomatic provides at a standalone Starbucks. Right now, the problem that Starbucks has, and I just left the Starbucks. So right now, they don't know. The Starbucks locations don't really know when they have a problem. And so Starbucks is reactive and not proactive. Starbucks does not engage in quarterly maintenance or any of that kind of thing. They typically only call when something breaks. The system that True is providing is going to put it into all of that. And now we want to Atosa. Atosa invited me, and in turn, I'm going to tell you about it. Atosa invited me to training. Now they didn't want me to they didn't want me to show the email. So I'm gonna tell you about it. So I will tell you about it. Let me put this up on the screen. Atosa has about 10 facilities nationwide. So let's go into it. Mine is in Dallas. So they want me to go to the Dallas location for training. I'm not too interested. The only way I would go is if they're going to give me training on the new robotics that they have. If they're going to get me involved in the robotics, then yeah, I'll go ahead and make that trip up to Dallas. So I made the phone call for you guys today on the East Coast, and I'll have to follow back up with Atosa tomorrow. That doesn't mean that you can't call. All right, so you can call Atosa yourself and ask when is training in your area, because the contact people are going to be different depending on your area. And see what this is showing, I have a warehouse in Houston, but they still have the training for Texas is going to be in Dallas. So you got Denver, and let me see here. Yeah, so Tampa is going to be where your training is for Florida. All you guys on the Eastern Seaboard are going to have to drive to Atlanta. Of course, New York has got a warehouse. So all in all, this is actually not bad. LA's got a warehouse. But let me see if I can find what they're talking about with training. But what you need to do is just talk to the tech support department. Call tech support. And let me show you their new, and they've had this robotic arm for well over, I want to say about 2 years now. I want to say 2 years. Let's see if we can find it. Sinks, work tables, fryers. Because what they've done is they've managed to link everything, and now they even got a combi oven. Let me see here. I'll just Google it for you. And I've shown this. Let's see here. Automated kitchen. And here it is. This is the only reason that I can see for Atosa inviting us to a training at their warehouse. Other than that, they would just have, and now this is pure speculation. Other than that, they would just, have you go to the nearest city, pretty much like they do everywhere else. And robotics isn't as bad as you guys think. It is pretty much they would just have us change out these modules. At this point in time, you would more or less just change out that whole arm assembly and send it back to them, which is why I think they're inviting a select group of people and not everyone, because this arm is probably $50,000 or so. Now I've seen other arms as low as $4,000. But that's more than likely due to government subsidies, from China or from Spain, Germany, Italy. So they're using their governments to try to corner the market on robotics, and they're already doing this quite successfully, as I explained before with the modules in assembling all of this stuff. So now's the time. I believe they are inviting us out to get acquainted with the robotics. So I, for one, will make that trek up to Dallas if that is what they have. That is what they have in mind. And I could have sworn that I've told you guys about this. So it's time. It's time. We're here. We are here. And I would like to say thank you again to Richard R. Brown. Thank you very much for your donation. Let me see if I can find. All right, let me see here. General parts. Ugh. All right, let's see here. I'm pretty sure this is General Parts. It just made another acquisition. So once again, this is what's happening. This is where we are. Everybody's consolidating. And let me give you this Atlas Food Service. Some of you missed it. So they're in Miami, Florida. Here's the phone number. The woman in charge of getting you set up, her name is Maida Lavoy. Let me see if I can find it right here. But anytime I introduce you to a manufacturer, feel free to call them up. Let them know you're a service company looking to do work for them. Let's see here. And it'll be the same thing. They're just going to direct you to the right department. I'm just going to have to type her name. Her email address. Brother Charles, you up late? You up super late. Yeah, I just finished with a hospital, and I gotta go back and do more. Finishing up with the freaking hospital, man. And fun news, Brother Charles. I took on Stratford High School. Yeah, I did. I took on Stratford High School. They want me to do product training. MVP Group wants me to do product training on the open air merchandisers. Hold on, let me give these good people the this woman's email address. So they're still supposed to call me. Because I told them if this is a merchandiser, let me put her email in there. MAID. Oh, yeah. MAIDAL at Atlas Foods. Oh, food service. Okay. So this is her email address. Tyler, what's happening on IG? What's going on? So this is her email address. Sorry, I don't have a way to blow it up even bigger, but you can always call and ask for Miss Lavoy. You can always call any one of these factories I've given you information for. You can always give them a call, tell them you're a new service provider in your market, and that you would like to sign up to do work for them, or get signed up to get put into the system for COD referrals, anything like that. And then they'll get you to the right place. Now, let's see here. All right, let me show you the MVP. All right, there's MVP group. So yeah, Brother Charles, this is going to be the high school. I believe it is going to be a Coolit. Let me see, MVP. Yeah. Let me see which one it is. And this is a pass-through unit. So as you can see here, this actually looks like a cafeteria setup right here. Doesn't look like a movie theater. So this is the type of business that you're trying to cut into. I myself do not care for the schools. I don't care for schools. I don't care for hospitals. I don't care for coffee shops. And I am just getting hit with all of the above. So it is a grab and go, just like this. So they want me to educate the staff and educate the head of building maintenance on these units, how they work, how to load them, the whole nine. What you'll find is these are not just in schools. These are in airports. These are in high-end hotels. Well, I'm not going to say high-end, but this is in the you have a mid-level hotel, and they are putting in these little, they call them markets. They're putting in these markets, and they are grab and go items, sandwiches, things like that. So when people get into the hotel late, they're able to grab food items without having to order. So they can grab sandwiches, cold cuts, yogurt, things of that nature. Like pretty much like what you see in here. Juice, the whole nine. All right. So if anybody here on Instagram has any questions, anybody on YouTube has any questions, I'll fill you guys in some more on the true situation. I'll fill you in some more as it develops with the Atosa. But you don't have to wait on me. Feel free to call Atosa on your own and inquire about training. The R2D2 robots are here, people. Now's your time. Now's your time to get in and learn about these freaking robots and these automated systems. So here they have another one here. Okay, so this one is automatically putting the French fries in the container. And this one was this is from this year, 2024. So the units are going to be able to make the French fries, and then they have another solution where it's going to dump them into this device, and it's actually going to be able to put them in the appropriate containers for takeout. We already know that they have these fully automated conveyor systems that will, let me see if I can show you guys real quick. They have these fully automated conveyor systems that will bring the food from the kitchen on over to the drive-thru. Food. Oh, wow. I'm spelling everything wrong. All right, so automated delivery system, food drive-through. Okay. Funny enough, I'm pulling up robotics. This is actually not what I wanted. We have a number of these in Houston, and they're also in the ghost kitchens. So what you do is you prepare the food in the kitchen, and then you put it onto the little R2D2 robots, and they will go to whatever table that the order is set for. But they also have the ones where you have a ride system. And so once the food is in the bag, you can put it in the ride. You can put it on the conveyor system, and it will just bring it right to the drive-through. Let me see if I can find it. Let's see what we got here. Drive-through systems and media. Like I said, I'm doing this on the fly, but you guys get the idea. You could Google it on YouTube, and you'll find at least a dozen videos of people going to the fully automated McDonald's in Chicago, the fully automated White Castles in Chicago, and then placing orders and the robots delivering everything. Let me see if I can find it. All right, yeah, I found it. So here's an example of this is the one in Texas. I'll do this one.
What's up, guys? This is McDonald's first automated restaurant with no workers, and I'm going to show you how it works. So when you walk in, there's no one working at the counter, and you order whatever you want on the screen. Sometimes they have these robots going around bringing your food to you, and if you want to go through the drive-thru, you just order ahead online. Then just pull up to this special lane in the drive-thru, and this is how they deliver the food to you. So what do you guys think? Do you like this new system or no?
Yeah, and ice cream cool. This is what's coming for ice cream as well. We've already got a number of ice cream, fully automated ice cream as here. And
What's
actually,
up, guys?
the number of
first
ice cream
automated
robots is growing. I think it's up to 4 now. So Stolting has one. So there are a number of robots in ice cream. You still have to prepare the ice cream. The real ice cream school. You still got to prepare the ice cream, but as far as delivery and all that, that is all being done by R2D2. I'm sorry, I cannot remember the name. So ice cream and coffee is pretty much the same robot. So as you can see, salad is being fully automated, ice cream is being fully automated, coffee is being fully automated, and you have an opportunity to learn that and see that's the very similar articulated arm like what a TOSA is using. So I'm going to try to find out more about what exactly a TOSA wants to train us for. And if it is in regards to the R2D2 robots, like I said before, then yeah, I guess I will have to do the 4-hour trek from Dallas to get this training. And I can't remember. It's called Irving or something like that. It's the Stolting machine. So as you can see, it is, most of what we would do is remove that whole assembly. we would just remove that assembly, send it back to send it back to the distributor. They're the ones that's going to do the work on it, and then we would show up to a location, install the robot arm, and then take the O and ship it back to them, or the actual customer would have to ship it back to them because they would more than likely be responsible for it. But this is one that has the fully articulated arm. The other ones more or less have a series of stations. So it's not just one robot. The other ones, it's like a box with about 4 robots in it all together. I think it's called Merv. It's called like Merv or something. Let's see if it comes up. There we go. But as I've told you all before, yeah, this stuff is really catching up with us a whole lot quicker than I anticipated. I knew it was coming, but I did not know that this stuff was coming quite, today. I wasn't aware this stuff is happening today. And it appears that, on Tango, it appears that, the larger companies are more aware than what we're told is going on, and in anticipation of that, they're already gobbling up all of these smaller players. Yeah. So Untamed Kango was talking about the robot in The Fifth Element. Yes. So, but Stolte has this one. It's called Irv. There it is. No, you know what? They had training on this freaking robot too. But anyway, I am going to get off of the line. This robot, and I've seen 2 of these robots. Here we go. Finally found it. This is it. Reese and Irvy. Here is the robot machine. Here's the robot machine. I've had a little bit of training on it, not much. They gave me all the background information, all the stuff I needed in pieces. So here's the robot. And like I said, it's a number of robots, everyone. This one revolves around the machine. I saw this in a hospital. I don't know if they still have it there or they took it out, but I actually saw one in the hospital in Texas. So yeah, you see the customer chooses the items. And like I said, this revolves around Stolte system. So they're using a Stolte F213, I believe. Yeah, F213, I think. Let's see if I can speed this thing up. I believe that this Stolte told me that this is still in a few amusement parks. They've kind of were on hold with this thing. So the head trainer in New York, he said he still deals with a few of these. This has been out for a number of years. But like I said before, I don't see any reason for Atosa just all of a sudden out of the blue to invite us for training on equipment when the only new thing that they have is the Atosa Combi oven. Let's see here. I don't see how long is Atosa. Atosa's been in business for some time. I got a fun story about Atosa, and then I'm hopping off. The CEO of Atosa, he used to go to all the shows, all the the equipment shows. And he was the first Chinese manufacturer representative that put his booth with everybody else. They have several sections. When you go to the appliance show, you have one huge section that's Chinese manufacturers. Then you have another section that's like Turkey and you know, and another such thing. They kind of call them the ghetto. But this guy, he was right there with Royal and Blodgett and everything else, and it was just him. And he would sit there in his booth, royal red carpet, and he had like a range. He had a range and a grill, and he had like maybe like 3 things all together. And you know, the first year he did it, everybody walked past him. Nobody paid attention. They kind of laughed at him. And then the second year that he stood out and was in the main hall, people stopped by and took a look and took a look at the knobs and the griddle and stuff like that. And they still was like, I don't know. But by the third year, he actually had some deals. So by the third year, people were actually using some of his equipment and putting their name on it. And he's grown this now to about 14, outsourcing to about 14 different. He's the OEM supplier to about 14 different brands. So Majali is one. Everybody's like, oh, where I get Majali parts? Well, Majali parts are Atosa parts. So you got Majali, you have a number of units out there that are all Atosa. And the only way you could tell is by the serial number. So they all still use an Atosa serial number. The first few letters are going to represent, you know, what outsourced brand it is, and the rest of it is all Atosa code for where it was manufactured, when it was manufactured, and how long that they have for the warranty. But yeah, so like I said, here's Atosa, and now they have 2 automated systems. So now, before they just had the one, so it had refrigeration or freezer for the fries, a fully automated deep fryer, and then now they have the station to bag up the fries, not just the warmer, because this is a warming station. This is the dump station, which is completely different than the station that actually is actually packaging. All right, so here it is, the packaging area. All right, so that's my little story time, brother contractor. What's happening, man? I've been seeing your stuff, but I've been humping. Where our temperature here has been about 103 about every freaking day, and equipment has been dropping like flies. So not just refrigeration, I've had problems with dishwashers and everything else I've had to fix. But yeah, man, I've been checking out your channel and all your good stuff. But with that, I am going to call this one a day. And if I get a chance to do another quick video at the end of the week, I will try my best to do so. With that, I will see you guys later.